Listen, man, all I know is that was the edgiest opinion I've ever heard, and I respect her gangster for that. I really do.
Yeah, that was like.
You guys think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm wrong?
I don't think the Lakers are going to make the playoffs. I think it's going to be the Kings. But no, I really do.
Nigga, you're crazy, bro. LeBron's missing the playoffs, fam? Never.
I don't know.
It's not happening, bro. It's not happening.
Forget that. What's your point center, De'Aaron Fox?
Yeah,
Well, no,
De'Aaron
he's a point. I have a lot of faith in De'Aaron Fox, and I've been ridiculed for it on this podcast almost as much as
You're a
for
big
that
fan.
one bad topic that I brought up the one
Hold
time.
on. Can we bring something up? I'm sure it's not on your paper, but I really want to bring it up, and
Sure.
I tend to bring him up a lot, but I feel like I have a reason now
Go
because he
for
just
it.
did something. Once again, I constantly say Westbrook is the most underrated player ever. He just broke Wilt Chamberlain's record for most triple-doubles in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, he's averaging, 22, 12, and 12, basically?
Yeah.
How are we not putting him in the GOAT conversation? I'm furious about this.
I think he might be the GOAT on the Thunder, but I would lean towards Paul George.
You're not even giving him on his own team. He's
No,
not the
I
best.
think Paul George is the best player on that
Oh,
team.
man. It's so frustrating. There's never been a player to have an all-around game like Westbrook.
And this is, I think, even more controversial than what
And
you
he's
said.
averaging almost 3 steals a game.
I
Let's
think
not forget that.
Paul George is the best player that Russell Westbrook has ever played with. This year's Paul George. Kevin Durant is better.
I think
overall.
I actually think Paul George is a better overall player than Kevin Durant.
I think he's a
He
better
plays defense so much better than Kevin
He's
Durant.
better than Kevin Durant was, because now Kevin Durant plays elite defense, but he didn't when he was with the Thunder. I don't know. Let's let the basketball people
Yeah, let's let the basketball
parse
people-
through
yeah,
this.
I feel like we don't know what we're talking about.
Go ahead, you before I explode.
No, you got it. I want to hear this.
Okay, so here's another unpopular opinion for y'all. You're right. I'm not knocking Russell Westbrook. I think he is phenomenal, and what he does, he is elite at.
Thank you.
He also will sacrifice good defensive possessions to try to steal the ball. So you guys missed the 7-8 possessions where he's out of position.
Like
He's up
Iverson
bucket.
anticipating a steal?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Number one. Number two, he also averages a lot of turnovers. He takes a lot of chances. He assist hunts. So he might not make the best basketball play because he's going to try to get an assist. I know that kind of sounds ironic, but when you watch him play sometimes, you'll be like, yo, you should have just let him, take a couple dribbles, whatever. You should have let him, whatever. But nah, he'll be yelling at his teammates. They'll be up by 20 a game. He'll be like, shoot it. I'm serious. Number three, Russell Westbrook does not make shots when it matters in the playoffs.
Bars.
You cannot be the GOAT. You cannot be the GOAT if you cannot find, and you don't have to make shots to be the GOAT, but if you cannot find a way to score, because teams, when they get into the playoffs and they actually play defense, they're not over-rotating. They're not over-helping. They stay on their man. They make you play one-on-one. They make you beat you. And guess what? Russell Westbrook, that jumper just doesn't fall as good. Those threes just don't hit as good. You can't there's no transition in NBA playoffs because everyone gets back on defense. People care. So guess what? Now you're left with, okay, somebody else has got to figure it out. So no, he's not the GOAT to me. All due respect.
Ego, how you feel?
I mean, and here's my thing, right? 2 things. One,
Here you go. Say something.
I got you, girl. All right, here's one. All right, 2 things. One, when I say GOAT conversation, I don't mean I believe he's the GOAT. I don't think Russell Westbrook's the GOAT. I
Say
think
what you mean.
I'm gonna say what you mean. I'm gonna say what I mean. I think you see, you feel the pressure, right? I think that he should be in the conversation because Oscar Robertson was in the conversation because he averaged a triple-double one season. Westbrook's doing it 3 in a row. And he led the league in scoring the first season he did it. And I feel like it's almost like a disrespect that we just go, well, that was cool, but fuck Westbrook. And it's
He
like,
missed the playoffs in that season. No offense. Okay, keep going.
wait, what?
He missed the playoffs in that season. Go ahead.
That's fair.
No, he was in the playoffs. He got out in the first
yeah,
round.
he did. Yeah, he
to
did
the Jazz.
make the playoffs. Yeah.
Right.
The Jazz.
Exactly.
Yeah, that
So-
powerhouse led by Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert.
Let's also be fair with this. If we are going to use your argument, then let's use another argument to go at a player that I actually dislike and I feel like is overrated.